Ugh, guys, just spent $1,000 on this truck and my batteries won't fit in. Alright, so I just took the carbon fiber, covered it with tape, laid out my holes with the original template I made, or Lipo tray. So I'm just going to go with 2 straps, one in the center, going each direction, 4 holes holding it down. And there we go. Alright guys, so there we are. We got both pieces cut out for the XRT. This is how we cut them out. So I don't have a zero, I forget what you call it. Anyways, so I just taped the side of the blade so it didn't chip the carbon fiber, and I just used this really nice, I believe this is, I'm not sure what tooth, 60 tooth. Alright guys, so there's a couple other ways you can cut carbon fiber. I don't have one of them out right now, but you can use a grinder and then just get a metal cutting wheel. That will work great. You can also use a jigsaw. Just make sure you're taping it just like this, and we'll get the tape unwrapped and you'll be able to see how well they cut. So take it right here and file down the edges. Gonna go ahead and drill out these holes, and then we're going to connect the lines with a Dremel. So if you don't have a drill press, you can actually just use a regular drill. Final step in the process for cutting things by hand, we're going to go ahead and just use this Dremel. Alright guys, so the last step in the process is going to be to put them right inside your truck. So guys, you got to be careful. Wear your safety glasses, get your mask on, and keep your hoodie on because it's super cold outside. Yourself a 4mm drill bit, guys. These are 4mm holes, and they are also tapped with a 4mm tap or die, whichever one that is. If you make them 5mm, it's going to be sloppy. So let's go ahead. They should fit nice and snug. Set it right down in the hole. Make sure you don't stab yourself on the arm, but you're going to go ahead and tap these holes because the M4s just won't slide right through those holes, so you need to tap them as well. Tap all 8 holes. We got one last step. We need to take some washers. These are 2mm washers that we can place under the tray to shim the tray off the bottom of the chassis. But we need to grind them down, so let's grind them down. Alright, that's probably good enough. And last and final step is going to be to go ahead and put these washers on, these spacers. So we're going to go ahead and super glue them. We'll super glue the tray, and we'll go ahead and spray up the CA activator right on top of the washer. So it doesn't take much. Just stick a little bit on there. Seep out. Okay. We're just using our fingers. And go. There we go. Alright guys, so before we go ahead and install these brand new PNW RC Madness Lipo trays, check that out. Super nice. Definitely recommend making you some. You can get your parts online. Super simple, all of it super fast to your door. Guys, real quickly, these are the max amp straps. I didn't get them because they were max amps, even though I do have max amp batteries, but these were exactly 500mm, and these were the 225mm. They sold them on their website. They worked out perfect. It's hard to find straps that are strong. These are Kevlar. That is a Kevlar wrap right there, and it's also strung, sewed with Kevlar string, so these should hold up really well. The other thing I did was I just added some washers right there. I sanded them down a little bit on the corners, that way I could still slide these back and forth to adjust the straps. So let's go ahead and slam these in. Let me just screw these bad boys right in using a 12mm M4 cap head. All right, so we found these nuts. Let's see here, we got 8 of them. All right, so we got the nylon lock nuts in. I didn't have all 8 of them the same, but they all work. I wish I had them all with a shoulder on them, or whatever you call that kind of lock nut. Anyways, the chassis is pretty thin right here. Definitely is going to be kind of sketchy with these, but we'll test it. We'll see how it is. Hopefully we don't break the chassis off because of these screws sticking out of the bottom. We might have to come up with a solution for that. Maybe some sort of ramp skid plates. We'll see, but check it out.